Hello YouTube, this Skip coming to you live, straight out of Real 6 Aquatic Kennels. Today, I decided to do a fun interactive video. So let's check out my top 5 most powerful, aggressive, and fearless Amphilophus Cichlids with attitudes. Starting with number 5 is the Amphilophus Citrinellus. This cichlid species is endemic to the San Juan Rivers adjacent to watersheds in Costa Rica and Nicaragua. The nickname is Midas. The males can reach approximately 16 inches. Females range between 8 to 12 inches. They can become very aggressive, especially when they have a spawn attending to, as you can see with these guys. They also have a tendency to glass bang and protect their territory. So this is a highly aggressive fish, and it earned the right to be in my top 5, and it is at number 5. So let's move on to number 4 on my list. Coming in at number 4 on my list is the Amphilophus Zaliosus. It's a species of cichlid that inhabit Lake Apoyo in Nicaragua. It is known in the aquarium trade as the arrow cichlid. Males can reach about 13 inches and females between 8 and 10 inches. This species is highly aggressive towards their tank mates. As you can see, I have this large male in a community environment. He's pretty calm right now, but sometimes he can be very stressful to other fish when he gets aggressive. So let's take a look at a couple of photos and move on to number 3 on my list. Look at him in action. Next up is the Amphilophus Labiatus red devil. Now this particular species can reach approximately 16 inches, and they're endemic to lakes in Lake Nicaragua and in Central America in general. This species can become super highly aggressive. Females also can reach between 8 and 12 inches. And what's so potent about this particular species are those huge lips, like 8-ounce boxing gloves. They could really put the pressure on another cichlid or their tank mates in general. This fish is very aggressive and arguably could be number 1 on my list. So take a look at my young Labiatus red devil, putting everything I just said, all the fish facts, in reality. Check this video clip out, and then we'll take a look at a couple of photos of some Labiatus red devils, and we'll move on to number 2 on my list. Labiatus red devil decided to go get him some. Went up in the pot with the Hilo. guess he and my female Citrinellus is trying to pay off. I mean, he's a beast. He going up in their territory. Goodness gracious. Red devils are no joke. He's tearing old smush face up. Smush face had enough. Oh man, the red devil chicken, he evicting the female. And the sad thing about it, they have eggs. I guess he decided that he wanted this territory to breed in. He normally is over here. I guess something. Coming in at number 2 on my top 5 most powerful, aggressive, and fearless Amphilophus species with attitude is the Amphilophus Citrinellus. We're getting closer, people. We're getting closer to my number 1 pick. This particular species, highly aggressive. The males are heavily billed. They normally get a green to yellowish hue base tint coloration on their body with distinctive spots along the side of their bodies. Males can reach 16 inches, females can reach up to 12 inches. And what's so unique and what makes this fish number 2 on my list is that the females are just as aggressive as the males, if not more aggressive. They will test the male to the limits to make sure that they're strong enough to breed with and spawn with. In fact, let me stop flapping and rapping and check this clip out of one of my female pyrotrimex testing the male trimex to those very limits. And then we'll take a look at a couple of notable pictures and move on to number 1 on my list. One thing about my female pyros, they definitely gonna test you. They're gonna test the male and make sure that he's worthy of breeding with before they spawn. It looks like Piccolo is doing just fine as far as holding his own with Miss Cayenne. I will let them test each other a little bit further before I break it up. Let them cool off a bit. And hopefully they come to an agreement and spawn. Her tube is nice and fat. And I hope they spawn right there in that clay pot. Female pyros are so stubborn. Look at her. She's like a bulldog. Just don't want to quit. Well, I'm going to continue to do my water changes. This skip, I'm out. And the number one Amphilophus species on my list, the Amphilophus chancho. The chancho is a large cichlid endemic to Lake Apoyo in Nicaragua. Males can reach a whopping 18 inches. Females 12 inches. This fish is very strong and large. Check out my female, built like a brick house. This fish definitely lives up to their name, chancho, because they eat like hogs. And they get big like hogs. But most importantly, they're powerful and they're very aggressive towards tank mates. I wouldn't even advise keeping these fish in community tanks, not the males. Or even the females. The females are just aggressive as the males, just like the pyro or the Trimaculus. So, at number one, on my top 5 most powerful, aggressive, and fearless Amphilophus Cichlids with attitudes, it's right before you. So take a look at some photos, and that will be the end for this video series. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed having you. It was very fun. And if you can, at the end of this video, in your upper right hand corner, if you click on the t-shirt icon, you can go on that web page and you can order your customized Real Hard Cichlids Aquatic Kennels t-shirts. I would appreciate the support. That will help me continue making these videos, continue this channel, keep this channel going and operating, as well as operating and housing these awesome cichlids. Look at these guys. And before I close out, I'd like to thank all my subscribers, everyone who support Real Hard Cichlids. Thank you subscribers. And most importantly, leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this video series. Tell me what fish you would have in your top 5. And let me know if you'd like me to do a top 10 on these Amphilophus species. Because there were some Amphilophus species that should have been mentioned, but I couldn't put them all. It was a top 5, not a top 10. So put your top 5, listen in the comment section, and tell me what you think. And with that said, this Skip, I'm out.